here at St George's Hall for a very special event with LFC legend Jamie Carragher. He's going to be talking about his life and career in front of a live audience filled with his friends, family and fans. So I'm with Mike Lepic of the 23 Foundation. Mike, tell us a bit about the foundation, how it started and what its aims are.
So the 23 Foundation started about 5 years ago, and the aims of the charter really are to help children on Merseyside. And it's expanded to kind of a worldwide institution now. So we started off helping families in the northwest of England, and because we're working with all the supporters branches worldwide, and the main reason for that is that they buy authentic memorabilia. Yeah. So when they contact us from farther afield, as places like Australia, Canada, Sweden, Norway, we never turn anyone away. So it varies from children that have autism. Some kids need quick treatment in terms of focus on cancer. So Jamie and I really, and the rest of the team, we sell memorabilia, we raise money to help those kids.
As the audience are arriving, I'm going to go backstage and have a quick chat with Jamie. So Jamie, tonight is all about you. You're going to go through your career and your life as a footballer, obviously, and I'm sure the audience are looking forward to going through that journey with you. Are you excited to look back and reminisce at some of the great things you've achieved?
It is, because I'm always a person who looks forward and, you know, once I've finished my football career, getting on with something, you know, different now, but every now and again it is nice to look back and got some great memories there, some great times with the supporters, players, managers, and obviously Liverpool Football Club. Yeah,
like I think you've mentioned before that your biggest support was your dad when you were growing up, and it's great that you had that. And I think as well with your 23 Foundation, you're trying to offer that to other people who haven't necessarily got that support.
Yeah, I was lucky as a kid with my dad and family, mum, brothers, everyone around me really supported me. I think that's a big help. You know, what I went on to do, playing football, it wasn't easy. You know, you'd have ups and downs and you need that support, and if we can provide that with the 23 Foundation, I'm sure there's lots of kids out there who get that support from friends and family, but if we can add something to it, that's what we're doing.
Yeah, talking about ups and downs, as a footballer you do experience a lot of ups and downs, and I think you experienced them in one night in 2005. Just talk a little bit about that night out. Like, I'm sure that's one of the biggest iconic memories that the audience will be having of your playing career.
Yeah, I don't think anything can ever top that, no matter what you do now. I'll always be remembered on that night, and thankfully they won't remember the first half too much, hopefully. It was
it was outshined by the second half.
Yeah, well, I mean, we got ourselves out of jail really, but it was one of the most famous nights in not just Liverpool Football Club's history, but, you know, football in general. Yeah. Over 100 years of football, and I said that'd be right up there with one of the top games, and to be part of that is an honour and a privilege, really, and to do it for your hometown club, it's nothing can really beat that.
It's really good to see like a different side of the guy that you've watched on the pitch that you see on the TV. But yeah, no, it's been really, really good.
Yeah, because it's not often that you get to find out about footballers' personalities and the backstory and stuff like that. But he's really opened up about it, hasn't he?
Yeah, I mean, you know, and he's a funny guy as well. Yeah. You know, he's a proper Scouse fella.
Absolutely brilliant. We're just in awe of being so close to Carragher, and then you can see Rodgers walking as well, so we're just in a bit of shock at the minute.
I know. Is there anything that he's like spoke about so far that you just like, or is it just everything?
I've just found everything really interesting, really awe-inspiring as well.
Yeah. I think about the schoolboy days of Carragher as well, now it's how it's changed now, but also I'm looking forward to Istanbul after the interval as well, so that's still etched on my brain of a few years ago.
You've come from quite far afield to be here tonight. Where are you from?
I'm from Boston, Massachusetts. I've been a supporter ever since I was 8 years old, so about 22 years. And he's been one of my heroes.
Now you've been asked to perform a specific song from Jamie Carragher himself. Which song are you going to be performing?
In My Life by the Beatles.
Well, what a classic. No pressure.
I didn't realise that we were actually going to be playing the song to Jamie while he's there on stage with us, like serenading him.
What did you think?
I don't know, I thought he might get off and like go and get a pint or something. No, like John said, I don't want to mess it up. I've actually got a tiny copy of the lyrics, sellotaped to my guitar, just as an insurance policy.
Yeah, you need to.
So
yeah.
if it looks like I'm like that, just really getting into it. I'm not. I'm just looking at the lyrics.
Are you a football fan now?
I'm a mad football fan.
So it's obvious that you are.
But I'm not a Liverpool. Joking. I am. A little bit.
Whether you're a Liverpool fan or not, it's undeniable. His presence, Carragher.
Yeah, you kidding? Like, I was always aware of him. Like on Champ Manager, when I was a kid, he always became quite good. So he was only a kid when I was playing it. So I'd always sign him, or if I was Liverpool, he'd be in the team.
I tune into Monday Night Football because I know I love the banter between you and Gary Neville, and I'm a Blue as well. So honestly, it's something special. So yeah, you're enjoying your role in the media.
I am. It's something completely different, and I'm the same as football. I've got help and support by people like you've mentioned, Gary Neville, and the lads behind the cameras. You need it doesn't just come in one go. You've got plenty of practice at it. There's things that you need to improve even now. Yeah. So I'm still getting told off for things that you say and the way you say it. But when
you're a bit opinionated, but that's what people like to see. They like to see opinions, and you're definitely good at giving them.
Yeah, and that's what it's about as well. But obviously you've got to be right. You can't go on there and talk a load of nonsense, and then you'll have someone else on there. But it's been enjoyable. I can still watch lots of football and get the chance to talk about it, because I'd only be sitting at home watching someone else do it.
Yeah, like you said, you look into the future. Is there any other roles within football, maybe in coaching, that you'd like to go into, maybe?
Well, it's definitely something at the back of my mind. I mean, it's coaching and managing is the obvious thing after you've stopped playing. Mm-hmm. There wasn't really a role for me to go into. There was in terms of the TV, so that's why I took that. But in the future, if a role came up, I'd obviously give it serious thought, because I love football, and that's another avenue to stay in the game. Yeah,
I think when you're a senior player at a club and you've been there for that long, you probably took on that role naturally anyway, with some of the younger players coming through. I can imagine.
Yeah, I think so. I think you see Steven Gerrard doing that now with the younger players, and I think as one of the senior players, that is something that you have to do as part of your job. But that's only what I got when I was a young lad as well, from people like Ian Rush, John Barnes coming through. So it's part of the job, not just at Liverpool, but of any footballer, senior player, to help young players come through.
Oh, well, thanks for speaking to us, and enjoy the evening.